What are my top 5 upcoming MMA gyms? When we talk about upcoming, I want to kind of stay away from like the well-known, super high-profile gyms like America Top Team, aka the MMA Lab Syndicate, Extreme Culture. Like those are the ones that I kind of want to stay away from when we talk about upcoming. Number 5, I have Victory MMA, Colorado Springs, Colorado. Like the owner there, Gilbert Smith, former UFC fighter, he's definitely doing a lot of things right now. He have his son there in the UFC, but also like their whole program. I would call it like more of like a flow striking system. Definitely like when you see like their training, definitely more of like the flow pad work kind of thing. And it's definitely translate, and they're definitely starting to make a lot more waves on the pro scene, amateur scene over there in Colorado with multiple fighters doing well. That's definitely one of the gyms I have to look out for when you talk about upcoming MMA gyms. Number 4 on my list for upcoming MMA gyms on the rise right now is Driven MMA out of New Jersey, in Fords, New Jersey, location also in Woodbury, New Jersey. The owner there and head coach, Coach James Mills, the guy is really solid. Definitely a good striking background. He's been training for like obviously 20 years coaching, but he brings in legends in Thailand to come do seminars often in their gym, which helps their coaches learn a lot more of the traditional side of Thai in Thailand, and then brings into their fighters and kind of see them making waves in New Jersey, which is really known for good Muay Thai and winning a lot of events there, doing well pro and amateur on the striking side, along with switching over to MMA. Definitely on a rise in a gym that not a lot of people know about, Driven MMA. Number 3 on my list for the top 5 upcoming MMA gyms on the rise right now is Striking 101 out of New York City. They have multiple gyms around that area, outside of the city as well. The owner, Jonathan Ruiz, high-level striking coach, definitely trying to bring his own organization for combat in New York City for kickboxing there, but also the multiple gyms have many fighters that fight in different big leagues, pro and amateur, all over the world. Definitely getting a bigger name right now, and not a lot of people know about this gym outside of the tight fight community. And Striking 101 is definitely one of the names you gotta start looking out for. Number 2 for me on my top 5 upcoming MMA gyms right now is the Goat Shed out of Miami, Florida. The Goat Shed has high level fighters from all these different organizations: Karate Combat, UFC, Dirty Boxing, and definitely in a premier spot in Miami. You get to see a lot of fighters in that area due to obviously the good weather. But they definitely have this close-knit group of just these high-level talent fighters, and still building like this bigger brand and seeing how these fighters are doing so well. The owner there, President Awesome, is also the owner of Karate Combat. So you kind of see like the high-level fighters that go to Karate Combat definitely making their way to train also at the Go Shed, which is only elevating them, and is definitely one of the top gyms to watch up as they keep rising, but also in general, definitely catch up as a big name to like AT&T, AKA, and all the other gyms like Fortis MMA as well. My number 1 pick for the top 5 upcoming MMA gyms in the world right now is a more of an unknown name, Brojo MMA out of Homer, New York. Definitely a smaller school, but what they're doing in this short period of time has definitely been something that, like, hard to wrap your head around. Just like in the last year alone, they have all these upcoming amateur fighters being the number 1 MMA fighter in the East Coast. Multiple guys with multiple championships that are definitely on the rise that we could see in the UFC in a couple years. With like Rohan Makepeace, who's just 19 years old, undefeated fighter champion in the East Coast. Nate Smith as well, young fighter, also multiple championships in kickboxing, MMA, also could make a rise in UFC very soon. But Ava Chiochi is someone that I could see very soon fight even in Invicta and over the next year. These are just upcoming fighters, and the list doesn't stop when you dive into this gym of just alone of what they've done in 1 year. Shout out to their head coach, Zach Burns, for obviously putting these fighters in the right way. But this is definitely a gym that if you didn't know about, you just start looking at, especially as the name progresses over the years with all these fighters turning pro very soon. They're going to be a high-level pro gym in the future. So my number one upcoming gym for sure is Brojo MMA.